Well, thank you for showing up, for those who are here for my session. And I hope you're all having a great DEF CON. I am, so I'm glad to share this journey with you today. So for those who don't know me, I'm Philippe Lazzaroni. I am the president of Direct Impact Solutions. We are a company of 32 employees, including 19 FileMaker certified developers. You probably have seen some of our team members wearing that great hockey jersey, and you probably have guessed that we are Canadian. We actually operate out of 5 different branch offices in Canada and France, all of which are located from the 42nd parallel north. We are also a platinum member of the FileMaker Business Alliance, as well as an FBA trainer and reseller. We are a member of the Apple Consultant Network as well. In 2012, I was named Evangelist of the Year at the Excellence Awards ceremony. That's mainly because I'm in charge of the Montreal user group, and also because I'm a regular speaker in several conferences, more specifically the FM conference in France, and here at DEF CON, it's my fourth time this year. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you a compelling customer story about Export Development Canada, commonly known as EDC. We will look at their initial goals with this project, the challenges they are facing, as well as the benefits of the solution that we built for them. It was a result of our team effort. So this is a business session, and it's not going to be technical at all, but I will show you an overview of the solution at the end. So as I said, this solution was built for EDC. It's Canada's Export Credit Agency. They have more than 2,500 employees, I think, and the organization manages investment projects that are worth billions of dollars to support Canada's growth economy. And before we discuss the solution, I thought it would be interesting for me to share with you some of the demographic and economic facts about our large country. First, the people. Canada has 2 official languages, English and French. I'm part of the French part of the Canada. That's why I have this lovely French accent. But overall, we have 37 million people, so Canada ranks 38th in population among all countries. And it's also the 10th economy in the world, with a gross domestic product of $1.73 trillion US. So, as you can see, the size of this country and the number of activities that supports its growth really pleaded in favor of building a custom solution for EDC to manage their risk analysis. It's a custom app that we did for them specifically for that purpose. When you consider all of this, here is what EDC was looking to achieve with this solution. They were basically looking for ways to better regulate the approval process for funding projects. In the past, that approval process relied on scattered documents and ad hoc processes. It involves eliminating all the individual Word documents that they use to fill and replace them with a full risk analysis management solution. It's hard to say. That solution was adapted to their needs and also integrating streamlined processes at the same time. Having considered the available resources to them at that time and the critical timeline for that project, and also the overall risk of the project, they decided to leverage FileMaker as the platform for this project, even though FileMaker was not a corporate standard. In less than 100 hours, we were able to build them a prototype with FileMaker, a functional prototype. Initially, FileMaker was supposed to be used only for prototyping, and then they would give the development to some of their teams with their IT team. But the IT team was not available at that time to do the project, and they couldn't even promise to deliver the project in the time frame and budget that was required by EDC. So because the prototype we did with FileMaker was so convincing, they just decided to keep it as the starting point for their solution and just go with it. As you know, FileMaker is very flexible. It's a proven rapid application development tool, and it's also very affordable. So this is mainly why they decided to keep FileMaker and go with it. They saw a fast delivery for the solution as well as an excellent return on their investment. The main users of that solution are the employees about 40 employees from the Structured and Project Finance Group, commonly known as the SPF Group. So this group is located in different cities, in Ottawa and Toronto and Singapore as well. These highly specialized resources are responsible to underwrite the largest and most complex transaction at EDC. The transactions are touching various sectors of the economy, such as aerospace, infrastructure, clean technology, power, oil and gas, to name but a few. That SPF group, they maintain the largest and most experienced internationally focused project finance team in Canada. And they use the solution that we built for them on a day-to-day basis. The solution guides their risk assessment and documentation processes. And the group in itself, the SPF group, helps the corporation's strategy to maintain a 1.5 billion annual net income stream. And the group has been and continues to grow. So that obviously made them face some important challenges. That significant growth of export transactions have caused the group to run above full capacity on a consistent basis. And to support that growth, they needed to free up capacity from within the team. And that would be done by processing loan transactions more effectively with the help of the tool that we built. They also had some recent structural changes that were introduced by the adoption of a new, the Standard & Poor's risk rating model that required many process adjustments for them. The increase in transaction time led them to being less efficient, so they really needed to take action. And to address their goals and overcome the challenges, this is where they decided to create a brand new software that we codenamed, and it is now the official name of the product. We codenamed it Polaris. It is built obviously with FileMaker. It was deployed in less than 9 months, respecting their time frame and budget. And the solution supports the FPF group in their due diligence and risk analysis function. Polaris displays a nice, consistent user interface, as you will see in the demo, and it provides real-time collaboration of multiple users on the same transaction at the same time. This is the main feature of the system. The solution also consolidates unstructured data access in a single location. It allows users comment and track changes pretty much in the same way that the track changes are done in Word, but incorporated directly in FileMaker. It also provides contextual guidance to support the analysis, all of which we will see in the following demonstration. Okay, so for the demo, I've chosen to show you a short video. It's a complex solution that is hosted on their server. So we have here a copy of the system with fake data. So it's not totally complete in terms of the data that is in there. But anyway, I don't think you will see the data from where you're sitting. So I'm just going to try to explain what's going on there. The demo was prepared for me by Weihao Ding. He's the guy that we see here on the picture. He's the main developer on this project and also our lead architect for that solution. I also wanted to mention that the user interface and user experience of this solution was done with the help of Alexis Hallen. She's a well-known contributor to this community. She was a speaker yesterday. I don't know if you've seen her session. She's well known for her design skill, and she worked very closely with Weihao on the building of this solution. So that application, you have to know that it was part of a process revamping project. It aims to optimize the end-to-end processes by increasing the adoption of the new risk rating methodology from Standard & Poor's, and at the same time improve the efficiency of transaction processing along the way. So here it goes. Okay, so to provide a standard approach for all their users with different experience level, the solution provides contextual guidance across the system. Yeah, I can't see it here. So, okay. For all fields where users are expected to write long paragraphs, there are placeholder text that will tell them what kind of information they should input under a specific context. Some of this guidance information is stored outside Polaris. So we provide with small buttons that allow external link to be open in a web browser. And as the organizations evolve, the standard that they want their employee to follow evolves with it. which is why all the contextual guidance that you see it there on screen is configurable by system admin users. And the way the organization keep their content up to date is with this system without the involvement of a developer. In fact, we built many system admin and knowledge management features in this system. We have many screens that have dynamic design and dynamic layout that conditionally show and hide or adjust object positions to help user focus on the things that they really require their attention. We build many design patterns and we tailored them to meet the need of specific use cases. The expand box that you see just there is what gives the user more screen real estate so they can enter longer paragraphs. We also added formatting buttons on top that users can activate to easily apply styles to their content. We have solution metrics that dynamically grays out invalid options based on the entry made by the users. Aside from creating all those design patterns, we minimize the total number of patterns that are used in order to lower cognitive load on the user and also facilitate their training. For all the long text field, we added the ability to leave comments and with track changes. So that's the next feature that's going to be shown there. Track changes. So with this feature, senior underwriters can collaborate with juniors to help them increase the quality of work. They can make recommendations and highlight the differences between their recommendations and the juniors' comments. It's possible for them to have multiple people collaborating on the same paragraphs and have multiple comments made by different people in the system. The original author can either accept or reject the comments. If a comment is rejected, it disappears from the comment window, but if it's accepted, it replaces the original content to save some time. Okay, so we're still showing there the track changes. Another highlight of this application is its integration with third-party sources. One of the third-party data source that we integrated is with a web application, an external web application that provides risk rating questionnaires for underwriters. This application displays all questions answered as a list. So our first step was to retrieve the data and display it in a similar fashion, but in FileMaker instead of on the web. After retrieving all the data, we took it one step further by associating them with specific consideration to integrate directly into the underwriting workflow. This way, users no longer have to look at a long list and try to figure out where are the relevant information. It's better presented in a much convenient way. The information relevant is pushed to them in the right place in the right time. So we provided kind of an interface on top of the web application for that. But we didn't stop there. Leveraging FileMaker's ability to rapidly build application, we also used third-party data to deliver features that would not be easily implemented within the original application. The feature that is shown here is called Delta Analysis. It highlights the differences between two questionnaires answered at different times for a single transaction. The feature helps underwriter focus on what has changed and adjust the terms of the transaction accordingly. So, as you can see, I think this solution demonstrates really well the strength of FileMaker in a context of teams within large organizations like EDC, where the infrastructure is complex and innovation initiatives need to be implemented in a timely fashion, if I can say, with the highest quality in mind. So this solution that we built for them provides many benefits, and the numbers are, to my opinion, astonishing. First, the solution reduces the overall touch time by 30% on all underwriting activities without compromising the quality of the analysis. Those numbers were provided by the client. Second, the online contextual guidance that you saw through the presentation reduced the training period to onboard new team member by 25%. The data consolidation has reduced the rework, the time they spent reworking, by 30%. Also, the integration of the new risk rating methodology from Standard & Poor with EDC's official internal system, because they have another system in parallel, that reduces the data entry time by 20%. And finally, the overall production time of the team is reduced by 15%. So those are really significant numbers and really shows, I think, the benefits of having a tailor-made custom solution that fits the specific needs of the organization. So I think I've spoken enough, and I hope you appreciate this short presentation as a lightning talk that should be inspiring. Now is the time for you to ask me your questions if you have some. I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Okay, the question is how many developers were required to put this project together? Wei Hao as the main developer, Alexis for the UI and design, and from time to time I think we had Alec work on this and Eric a little bit. So I would say not more than 3 total. Billable hours, that's a good question. I have not compiled, but it was done over about 9 months. So if you approximately 25 hours per person for 9 months. Someone can do the math. I don't have the number, but I can certainly verify that and get back to you if you want to. It's something that I would be interested in knowing specifically.
So yeah, based on your calc, that's around
900 makes sense.
So I think it was between 900.
900 hours makes sense in terms of what I know that of what we build overall approximately. Any other questions? Well, demo file of that? No, but I can make the video available at least. Demo files, not sure, because the way the government is structured is very, very secure, and we don't even have access of the copy of the file outside of their environment. We have to go on site. But it's something that we could certainly do, extracting a clone copy with fake data and provide a demo. We're thinking of doing a webinar presentation of the same thing with a little bit more technical content, and probably we could make a copy available to those who sign up for that webinar. Just please come to me and give me your I'm going to scan your badge and make sure that you're invited if we do that more in-depth presentation.
There were a number of nice features that were done. Well, one was the design, which you saw, but there was an interaction with the Swiss credit agency, so that had to be done through SOAP interaction, so that was very cool that we got that going. And then the tracking thing was a really new thing. It was asked for. It was kind of is this in scope? But they loved it. They really loved it.
The track changes is a very nice feature. It's something that is oftenly asked by customer, but there's nothing out of the box. You have to build it from scratch, and we built something that is very convenient. It really works well, especially when multiple people work together on the same text. Any other questions? Thank you for your time. I'll be staying here a couple of minutes, so you can come to me and I'll gladly answer more. Thank you.